we have something a bit special to talk about, the famous actress Natalie Wood. She was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood a long time ago, and her life has always caught the attention of many. But did you know there are some photos of her in a G-string swimsuit? Yes, those pictures have made people talk because they show a different side of Natalie that not many have seen before. So, if you want to find out more about these rare photos and what makes them so interesting, keep watching. We will explore everything about Natalie Wood's charm, her photos, and why they still catch people's eyes after all these years. Natalie Wood was born in 1938 and started acting when she was just a kid. She became very popular in movies such as West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause. People admired her not only for her acting but also for her beauty. But there is a side of her life that is not always talked about, her photos in a G-string swimsuit. These pictures were taken many years ago, and back then, wearing something like that was not very common or easy to find in photos, especially for a famous actress. The G-string swimsuit photos show Natalie in a bold way, which was quite unusual at the time. People say these photos leave little to the imagination because the swimsuit covers very little, showing more skin than regular swimsuits. But what makes these photos special is not just that she wore a G-string, it is how confident and natural she looks. Even today, many fans feel that these pictures show how strong and free-spirited Natalie was. Let us talk a little about what it means to wear a G-string swimsuit back then. In the 1960s, swimsuits were mostly one-piece or regular bikinis. A G-string was much smaller and showed more of the body. It was a bold choice, especially for a movie star who had to be careful about her image. So, when Natalie Wood chose to wear it, or when these photos were taken, it was kind of breaking the rules. It showed she was comfortable in her own skin and was not afraid to express herself. That is why these pictures are more than just photos. They tell a story about her personality and the time she lived in. You might be wondering, were these photos meant to be public, or were they private pictures that got shared later? Well, it seems like they were taken during a private moment, maybe a vacation or photo shoot. But over time, they found their way into the spotlight. Because Natalie Wood was such a famous actress, these photos attracted a lot of attention. Fans were surprised to see this side of her because she was often seen in elegant dresses or acting in serious roles. Despite the surprise, these swimsuit photos do not change how talented or respected she was. Natalie Wood was known for her hard work and skill as an actress. She won many awards and starred in some of the most popular films of her time. The photos simply show that she was a real person with confidence and style, not just a character on the big screen. It reminds us that stars are human too. They have their moments of fun and freedom. Now, why do you think people are still interested in these photos after so many years? One reason is that Natalie Wood's life was full of stories, some happy and some mysterious. She passed away quite young, which made her fans want to know more about her. Pictures like these help keep her memory alive by showing different sides of who she was. Also, fashion and swimwear have changed a lot since then. Today, it is normal to see all kinds of swimsuits, but back then, it was new and exciting to see something like a G-string. So, these photos are like a little piece of history showing how styles have changed. Another interesting thing is how people reacted back then compared to now. In the 1960s, some might have thought the photos were shocking or too bold. But today, many admire the courage it took for Natalie to wear that swimsuit and be herself. This shows us how society changes over time and how people's ideas about beauty and freedom can be very different depending on when they live. So, what can we learn from Natalie Wood in these photos? First, being yourself is important. Natalie showed that even famous people have their own style and choices, and it is okay to be different. Second, history is full of stories that teach us about courage and change. These photos are not just about swimwear. They are about a woman who was confident and bold at a time when that was not easy. And lastly, it reminds us to look beyond just the pictures or the headlines. Everyone has many sides to their story. Natalie Wood was not just a pretty face or a movie star. She was a person with feelings, choices, and strength. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about Natalie Wood in these interesting photos, please leave a comment below telling us what you think. Would you have worn something like that back then? Or do you think it was too bold? Do not forget to subscribe if you want to hear more stories about famous people in history that you will not hear anywhere else.